Welcome to a fairy tale world of secrets and transformations, which, like Sleeping Beauty, lay undisturbed for centuries. Those who dared venture into these primordial forests called it the Devil's Garden. But in these dark forests lies a hidden treasure, a shimmering natural jewel. Here the elements merge to create a magical landscape like no other. The savagery and the splendor of nature combine to create a kingdom formed and ruled by water. Each season brings its own beauty, reshaping this ever-evolving world. Some struggle to survive. Others relish the changes. But winter or summer, from caves of ice to torrential cascades, nothing escapes the spell which water casts over this world. This is Plitvice, land of the falling lakes. A decade ago, civil war tore the Balkans apart. It's hard to imagine that this seemingly untouched wilderness was a victim at the front line of a brutal conflict. But Plitvice's strength lies in its almost supernatural ability to regenerate and heal itself. This restless landscape is constantly in motion, continually building new basins and dams, creating waterfalls and cascades. Sinuous forests cloak the margins of the watery labyrinth, while gravity-defying trees cling to the cliffs, nurtured in the fine spray of waterfalls. The Plitvice Lakes National Park and World Heritage Site is found in southern Europe's Dinaric Mountains, running parallel to the Dalmatian coast. This once unfrequented corner of modern Croatia is also called Lika, or Land of the Wolf. Lika is again living up to its name as the wolf returns to its old haunts. They're reclaiming a precious fragment of an all but vanished world, one of the last ancient European forests. Despite the difficulties of recolonization, their numbers are rising. Here, ancient trees lie undisturbed where they fall. Perfect for a family of white-backed woodpeckers. The pair feed their growing breed on the assortment of insect larvae found in the dead wood and rotten bark strewn across the forest floor. Down below, another young family is foraging in the leaf litter. Although suckled for their first 10 months of life, the piglets start looking for other tidbits from 2 or 3 weeks. They'll soon refine the art of rooting, for which their snouts are so perfectly evolved. Until then, mother's milk remains the staple diet to which they'll return. Not all pigs are equal. Some nipples give more milk than others. A suckling order establishes itself with the most successful piglets claiming their right to the prime teats. Unfortunately for the wolves that depended on them, deer like this are a rare sight in these forests. The piglets face no such shortages and gorge themselves until the mother decides that mealtime is over. The lone stag has survived the lean winter months and must now build up strength for the challenges of the coming rut, the battle for mates. Others are also looking for a partner. With spring, the cry of the capercaillie, a turkey-sized grouse, is heard across the forests of Plitvice. Known as lekking, the combination of strange clicking sounds and ruffled plumage is designed to make each cockbird irresistible to the neighborhood females. Blissfully unconcerned by their personal appearances, the wild boar family set off to practice further rooting. Where better than a muddy hole to look for nuts, roots, tubers, mushrooms, and insects? This chilling call is a signal to leave immediately. Instinctively, the sow's offspring follow. Wolves howl to establish the extent of each pack's territory and to avoid unnecessary conflict. It also strengthens morale within the group. Mutual encouragement and bonding is essential to a successful hunt. One of Plitvice's brown bears has come to the boar's wallow in search of overlooked morsels. And while he's here, a mudbart will deal with unwanted parasites in his fur and ensure his skin remains healthy. Plitvice has one of the densest brown bear populations in Europe. This sleepy individual's ancestors inhabited a very different world. Traveling back 40,000 years, a blink in the eye of geological time, and the world of the falling lakes didn't even exist. Today's spectacular water features and primeval forest were brought about through dramatic and rapid change. It was as if the devil had worked overtime to create his garden. But far from being the devil's work, the unique topography of the falling lakes is a geological miracle brought about through the elemental marriage of rock and water. The Dinaric Mountains stand on a vast subterranean foundation of porous limestone.